Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Talking Moments. I'm still rocking the blonde, still feeling myself, still feeling on top of the world because it's almost Scorpio season. This week, let's just get straight right to business. But because it's like almost my birthday month, I have to keep talking about it and hampering on it because come November the 3rd, you guys have to wish me a happy birthday and make sure it's a memorable one. Yeah? I wanted to go, okay, let me not talk about my birthday. Let me just talk about what I really wanted because I was reading a message that is very important to what I want to talk about because there's a lot of fraudulent people out there. There's a lot of scammers out there, guys. This is towards the ladies. I've had 4 different stories of females meeting guys who come to them and have this sort of elaborate persona or basically are trying to be who they're not. And I thought I'm just going to narrow it down to 4 different ways that you can find out that you're not dating a fraudster. You've heard about the Abuja Boy starter pack. You've heard about all these people that look like they have the world, but they really don't have anything. There's some of them that actually seek you out, They see you steadily doing your own thing. They think this is a nice, independent girl. All of a sudden, they look for her to just come to your life and just scatter the mix just because they can. Now, for me, I find that it's nice to be private about your relationship, but being private doesn't necessarily mean being secretive. They're 2 different things. You've seen people who meet people and in such a short while and in being secretive, they think, oh, I don't want anybody to know who my man is. I just want to just dump it and just surprise the whole world. Like you're in competition with yourself. You see them get into serious trouble. Yeah, you're private about details of your relationship, but all this trying to be secretive and trying not to let anybody know who you're dating, sometimes that's the only way you can know if the person is for real or the person is not. I feel like people need to talk more, which is number 1. People need to ask people, like, you can't date someone that you don't know anybody that does not know him. Go possible. You have to ask questions down to where they are from. Because I feel like this generation, dating in my generation is so crazy. Some of them are falling pregnant. And it's in the pregnancy, they begin to discover that the person that they are dating does not even have a house. Or the person that they are dating that lied to them that they own this business is not the owner of the business. Or the person they are dating that said it's from this part of town is not from that part of town. It's like, I think maybe it's the internet age that has made all of us so... What's the word? Everybody thinks everybody's trying to get them. And because you think people are trying to come for you, you now start to live this kind of life where you're building walls that nobody's trying to penetrate, if you know what I mean. You have to ask questions. You can't just take things people say to you, hook, line, and sinker. You say he works in a bank. What's the bank he works in? Surely there must be somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that works there. See how my somebody and somebody and somebody and somebody was long. He says he lives in this area. Surely there must be somebody that knows somebody that lives just next to him. He goes to this church. He attends or plays ball here. Surely there's somebody that must know him. If you're dating somebody that's like a spirit, a ghost, that nobody knows, my dear, the person might be a scammer. How about that? Number 2 is very important. Take your time. In time, truth is always revealed. People say things when they meet you. Ask them the same thing 3 months into knowing them. You find out that when you met this person, it's like it's the person's PA you met. We're all guilty. The first date we went to, it's like my PA, it's like a CV. I gave you my CV, you gave me your CV. We read everything. Oh, fluent in English, fluent in this Spanish. Oh, this is what the person is like. And you believe what you hear upon meeting them. Ask them the question again 3 months. You find out some discrepancies in the story they told you. Just maybe that person is a scammer. Number 3, if they are very vague about things they shouldn't be vague about, i.e., who their family members are, where they grew up. If somebody is very vague, they always give you vague explanations about different things. Sister, you might be dating a spirit. Not a spirit, a spirit. Because they're very rampant. Spirits are those people that come to you intentionally to just fuck up your life. Who you end up with determines the course that your life takes. Either it goes up or it goes back. Basically, I've always talked about being aware and sort of standing in love and not falling in love. We make so many excuses for certain things. If he barks like a dog, sniffs around like a dog, my sister, it's not a pig, it is a dog. If your spirit is telling you something is not accurate, we ignore those signs for too long. We do. I know somebody who got engaged to a guy. In the beginning, the guy was spending money, like all these guys that will meet you, talk about this, they give you all this elaborate talk, they do this, they do that, you think that, oh, this is the right relationship, and in her mind, she's thinking, oh, I don't want anybody to know about it because I don't want people to be jealous of me, I just want to surprise all my friends, this, that. They got engaged. From the guy that was willing to drop money in the beginning, now became, oh, pay, I'll pay you back. Pay, don't worry, I'll pay for it later. I'll pay for it later. She was almost paying for the entire wedding before she realized that this guy was a scam. Nigga didn't have a job. Nigga lied about every single thing. The only thing I did not lie about was his name. Be careful. There are many of them roaming the streets, looking for independent women to devour. Looking for women that, and no, it's not, sometimes it's not even as if you have plenty money. You just manage to just package your life to the point where you're okay with your job. You know, you're just trying to just make things happen, and somebody just wants to come from somewhere to just collide and just scatter all that you have going on. Guys, please, I understand, be private about your relationship, but please don't be secretive. People have been used for ritual in this name of not telling anybody, acting like everybody's dragging what you're doing. Number two, you know, ask the right questions. If somebody is vague about certain things about them, search deeper. Do you understand? You know, remember the things you asked when you met them. 3 months later, ask again. Do you understand? It never ends. And also for the guys as well, there are many girls who also package themselves for you. You know, they package that they are something that they are not. And it's high time we begin to, you know, see these things and talk about it. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about this week, because it's important. I'm hearing too many rampant stories, way too many stories, way too many of people who are dating people who are shadows, spirits or shadows. Do you understand? You know what a shadow is? It looks like it is. It looks like it's aggregate. It even looks better. But when you look closer, it's not. Do you understand? Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter. I am at Turkstar with a double R. I bind all those spirits. I bind all those bad luck. Bad luck, spirits, shadows. Don't even see me. Don't see my vicinity. I'll chat with you guys in the next episode of Talk and Moments.